There we go. All right. So again, so we're good. Again, let me just check the chat real quick. I just want to welcome everyone who is tuning in this evening. Good night, Alona. Good to see you as well. Well, you know what I mean. But it's good to have you on the call. And again, guys, forgive me. You know my normal voice. If I sound a little bit husky, you know why. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I'm trying to get myself back to 100%. But yeah, so real quick, who was on that call last night? If I missed any other chat, forgive me. I exited from the cell phone, so I wouldn't have seen anything that would have happened before I just was able to connect. Who was on the call last night? Who was on the call that we had last night? That final pre-launch call. And how was it for you? I really want to hear from you guys. Tonight is not about me at all, is more about you guys and what you see in your vision, your excitement, your energy. I would love to hear from some of you guys. What was it for you? What was the highlight for you? What excited you about it? And yeah, I really want to hear you guys. Shanice, hi, Eklund, good to see you on the call. Shanice, you want to share with us real quick, like, how was the call for you last night? You can go right ahead and use your mic. Don't be shy. Tonight is just an open night. Think of it like friends just all together, just having some fun and having a chat. You want to share with us, Shanice, how was it for you last night, and what actually caught your interest about what you would have heard? And by the way, Shanice, are you a member already, or were you invited by someone last night? Let's hope that Shanice is not shy. Oh, there we go.
I wouldn't put on the camera, but I will speak. I was invited by Devon. I saw his ad on Instagram.
Okay, awesome. Good stuff. Devon is working that Instagram like crazy, man. So what was it that you would say that caught your interest last night based on what you would have heard, while you were listening, if anything?
Um, well, the shareholder aspect, because like many, as you were mentioning before, many academies and trading places, you have to recruit. I don't really hear anything like saying you can invest and then you can build and get rewards as you go. And also the VIP, as I have mentioned to Devon, I would like to do the shareholder and also the VIP eventually, because as you was doing the pyramid scheme and how you can build and build and build, that was interesting to me. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you sharing that. So, one of the things that we had looked at when we were putting this together was we needed it to be something that wasn't completely dependent on people having to recruit. I knew from the get-go that if it was solely based on having to recruit people and get people to sign up, it wouldn't work. It would just be another platform like any other platform doing the same old thing. And the reality is a lot of people that really don't want to recruit. It's not for everyone. So we needed to have a component that was, just focused on if you just want to be there, you want to benefit, but you don't want to have to recruit. So I appreciate you sharing that, and I'm glad that you enjoyed what you heard. I'm glad that you're back here again. And again, that says a lot as well. So thanks for
And thanks
sharing.
for and thanks as well for having it and inviting me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, listen, if you remember, the tagline of the company is none excluded. So the aim here is to have something that every single person can tap into and be able to benefit from. So I appreciate you for sure. Um,
Thank you.
Good stuff. Roger, I see you on the call. Roger Pinard, good stuff, man. I know you've been having some issues. I was listening to hear from you for a little bit because I know that you have some issues with that other thing you were trying to get sorted out so you can get rolling. So we got to connect. Ronaldo, I don't know, man. How you feeling this evening? You're in a position that you be able to share with us this evening. I know last night you weren't feeling too well at all, but yeah, definitely, bro. Let me know if you can, and if you can, definitely drop the camera, bro. Drop the camera if possible. And if you know you don't have a shirt on, bro, go put a shirt on. And and come in and give us some nuggets, man.
Right now, honestly, I cannot I can't show the camera right now, bro. Truly can't. I do apologize.
I got you.
But a blessed good night to you guys. Tonight is definitely exciting for sure. Last night I was listening on the call, and the what captured me is not only just what Mission Elevation is offering, but in my mind is like how this thing is going to grow. You understand? It's like, oh my God. I can envision it right now. I'm seeing it in my mind. I definitely catch the vision, bro. So I'm excited. I was on the call last night, and when I heard about the CarePay, the CarePay app, it's like, whoa, I go on up, I sign up, I already done the play for the card, got verified.
That's what's up.
You know I don't play, bro. I do not play on the ball. So yeah, I am excited for some stuff to be happening going forward. I am definitely excited, and yeah, looking forward for some great things with Mission Elevation for sure.
For sure, for sure. Bet. Yeah, man. Like it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to the card and what's connected to it, before the end of this call, I'm going to share with you guys some stuff that we're going to be looking to do that I think everybody's going to get really, really excited about. Like I'm telling you guys, when you think about it, the goal here is we want to create something that is not just, yes, it's going to be serious business, but for people who know me, that I could be a jokester when I'm ready. I like to talk my, chat my chat and crack my jokes and stuff. I want this to be fun. I want this business to be a really, really, really fun, fun business that people just feel good just being part of it. And that's really the kind of vibe that we want to have here with Mission Elevation. It's total elevation of the mind, of the spirit, of the body, of everything. It's just feeling good. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Alex, the hash boss himself. You watch the YouTube? That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh shoot, Claudette, I see you got your hand up. Go right ahead, Claudette. Your mic is unmuted, so I don't need to unmute you. Go right ahead.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yes, just two things. I don't think we could say enough about my excitement when I heard about the card, because getting crypto is like it's impossible. And that is really, really what is delaying my ability to move forward. So I am just very excited about getting the card. Also, I'm excited that I don't have to recruit. Now, I'm not saying I will never recruit, but I want to be able to set up a system where I could still be earning and then feel comfortable, no pressure. Because when I feel pressure to recruit in order to earn, I just feel flustered. The other thing too is that if it were the first opportunity for me to recruit, that would be fine. But I've gone through so many of these things and I've, recruited people, and then it's like I become the pariah. Nobody wants to talk to Claudette. You again with that foolishness, you throwing away money kind of thing. So, I have determined that I'm not going to force people or even approach people, my warm market, for the want of a better word. So once I've set up and I could, start to recruit different people that I've never approached before and so on, over time, I know I will build. But for now, I am not a builder, right? Because of what I just outlined. So I'm really looking forward to this indigenous company. It is, as you said last night, it is ours. It was birthed and it is going to grow right here. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I like that word that you use, Claudette. You said this indigenous company. I mean, you say that the first thing that comes to my mind is unique. Like something that's indigenous is not something that is just out there. Is unique. Is different. And that's exactly what we are. That's exactly what we're striving to be for the long term. Something that's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I definitely think that we're in the right place. And more importantly, I think having the right people with the understanding of what we're doing, with the vision of what we're doing, who get it. I had a conversation with another lady. I don't know if she's on the call, or at least she's not on yet, Vanessa. And she was saying, Vera, one of the things that is a really, really, really good selling point about what you're doing here is from the Caribbean. And this is where we always talk about this. We're like, man, we did this, we've done that, we've done so much over the years. She said, but here we've got our own, we got our thing. Again, no offense to anyone that's outside of the Caribbean, but to have something of this magnitude that is from the Caribbean, not from someplace God knows where, run by God knows who, but from right here, is a big deal to a lot of people. And that in itself, For some people, that is a big selling point for them. So I think we got so much things in our favor, going forward, and we're gonna get deeper into that tonight. But before we do, I want to ask a question. I did tell you guys, like, bring your favorite drink and come. So I want to see who actually followed the instructions. What y'all drinking tonight? I've got mine. Anybody that knows me, you always see what I'm drinking. Now, we're not getting intoxicated on the call, but this is just my favorite. I love a Stone's ginger wine. This is my favorite wine. I just love it. I always loved it. Excuse me. Some user says ice water. I don't know that particular wine brand. Tiger Malt. Oh my gosh, I haven't drank one of those in years. No, man, but what you guys, are you guys serious? This is what you guys are drinking? Tiger Malt and ice water. All right. Tonight is about us guys. Today is our official. So when I cheer, we're gonna be doing a cheers to ice water and Tiger Malt. It's all good. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, man, today is our official launch. And by that, I want you to understand that the launch really isn't about specifically the software of itself. I want you guys to understand this, yeah? The launch isn't specifically just about software or website only. It is, I don't want to say a memorial, it is a milestone. That's the word that I want. It's a milestone. We had a game plan, we set a game plan, and we were able to, get, for the most part, what we wanted to do done, and by a particular time or by a particular date. Now, does this mean that everything is complete? Everything is done? Of course not. The work is now beginning, guys. We now have some work to do, a lot more things to do, to add a lot more stuff that is coming, more collaborations as well that are going to be coming down the line that you'll hear about down the road. And as I said, the more collaborations we have, the bigger that Mission Elevation is going to become, because we're not just about giving you a compensation plan, and it's really about connecting you. Remember, it's a community. It's really about connecting you to the best that is out there that you can get the most value from, helping you to do two things. All right. And primarily, these two things are going to create one big thing, which is wealth. And I want to ask this question. I want to see who's been paying attention. You guys have heard me define wealth and how to generate wealth. And I always use one single example because it's very simple, it's to the point, but it explains it perfectly. Who on the call is capable of telling us, who on the call is capable of telling me what is it that you need to do to create wealth? There's two primary things that need to happen, right? At the same time for wealth to be created. I want to see, I've said this on so many calls. Let me see who's been paying attention to that. Two primary things that need to happen, all right, in terms of creating wealth. Who's willing to go for it? Who's willing to go for it? And I'll give you a hint. I'll make it very easy. You need to decrease something and increase something. That's almost the answer right there. That's almost the answer right there. Go ahead, Devon, to see your hand is up. Coach Nally says mindset. You need mindset, no doubt.
I would say decrease your expenses and increase the amount of money that you put to work for yourself.
That's what's up. That's it. Exactly, guys. Very, very much so. That's all to it, right? You've got this gap. I always talk about having this gap, this space in between here. And, on the bottom, you've got your expenses. And on the top, you've got your income or your cash flow. So the smaller that gap is, which means if you've got more expensive, your expenses are higher, and you have a very low income, then you're going to be in a position where you're always fighting to try to get by, because that gap is so small. You got to do every single thing with just that little gap. And if you've got children, if you've got mortgage, you've got rent, you've got a vehicle, you got to put in gas, you got bills, you got taxes, you got, just from this little gap, you are going to be struggling and fighting your entire life to ever get by. And it's going to be like a hamster in a wheel, right? You're just running, trying to get out of that zone, but you can't. And some people, listen carefully, some people, they go through their entire life and they never get out of that. And here's the sad part of it. A lot of people don't realize that that is what their situation is until they're at an age that most employers don't want to hire you anymore, right? Because you're at the age now where, they're really not looking for someone younger and stronger and fitter and more acute. They're not looking for you. So you're at a place where it's not as easy to get employment. So your next option is to what? Start a business. So here's the problem though. A lot of persons, they don't have much savings to be able to go start a business. A lot of persons may not even have the criteria that is required to be able to qualify to get a loan to go start a business. And then even if they do that, then they're in massive debt trying to do that. So what ends up happening is we end up passing on bills versus wills. You see what I'm saying? So what you want to do when you got that gap is you want to try to decrease your expenses as much. And how do you do that? Well, the more money that you can save, right? The more you can save on your expenses, the better. You decrease your expenses. But at the same time, I'm not the kind of person that believe, okay, I can tell you this way. I've often persons will say, live within your means. And that's okay to some extent. Here's how I look at things. And you guys can let me know what you think. This is my opinion. I would rather earn more to satisfy my lifestyle than to try to spend less and live not being happy. You guys get what I'm saying? There's two types of people. There's people who are going to be in a situation and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to stop spending as much, right? So I can save more money. I'm the kind of person I'm like, listen, I don't want to stop spending what I'm spending. I like the lifestyle that I have. I need to start earning more money. So I want to go there and find more ways to make more money so that I could increase my income and cash flow. So instead of having to decrease and change my spending habits. Now, that's just me personally, all right? That's just me personally. I don't know how much of you guys agree with that or what are your feelings about it, but if you want to share, you're welcome to share. By the way, all right, taking my first sip, all right, taking my first sip, and we getting it in it tonight. We get it in it tonight. So here's what we want to do. And very shortly, guys, we're going to open up, we're going to flip a switch, and I'm going to invite you guys to go check something out. Really exciting stuff. And I'm going to give you some updates as well. But here's what I want to do. I want to do a little bit of dream building for just a couple minutes with some of you guys. And if you don't know what dream building is kind of just getting yourself in that mental place of where you want to be, where you would like to be, seeing yourself there. Not a lot of people do this. It's really affirming, right? Because people think that you have to have it first in order to really start to believe. And I believe completely opposite to that. I believe like how that believing is seeing and not the other way around. Some people say seeing is believing. Nah, if you're only focusing on the physical. Me, however, I'm more focused on the metaphysical. I believe that believing is seeing. I want you guys, if you agree with that, I want you to type that in the chat. And just by typing it in itself, I believe that in itself is a form of affirmation. All right. Believing is seeing. And the reason I say believing is seeing, guys, is because if you believe in something, then you start to see ways of how it can become possible for you to achieve it. All right. If you believe in something strong enough, if you have a strong enough belief, you start to find ways and the universe starts to readjust and shift around to allow you to be able to have a door to be able to do what you want to do. So I want you to type that in chat. I want you to type believing is seeing. Not seeing is believing, believing is seeing. Claude says, if you can conceive it, it is possible. That's right. It says whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. Facts. Whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. And the reason for that is, guys, everything around us is a matter of our manifestation of thought. Do you guys agree with that? Correct, Eklund. We become what we think about. Ever notice a person, I want you to think about this. Ever notice a person who is really financially impaired? I don't want to say they're broke, because there's a big difference between being broke and being poor. Do you guys get that? There's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being poor is a choice. And some of you may not believe that. That doesn't make it any less true. Being poor is a state of mind. Poor. Being poor is a state of mind. Being broke is a matter of circumstance. You could be a hardworking employee or have a job or have a business, and you have money today, and you take all your money and you spend it on your bills and your rent and your mortgage and your children and your gas and your groceries. You are now broke. You have no money at hand. You are not poor. You just took care of business. It's also called being an adult, right? It's also called being an adult, right? So you're broke for that period of time. That's temporary. Being broke is temporary, but poor is a mentality, all right? Being broke is temporary, but being poor is a mentality. And until that, you get to a place where you change your mentality and how you see things, the things that you see will never change. So if you want things that are around you to change, and when I say things around you, I'm referring to your circumstances, you have to change the way you see things. Have you ever noticed that people who are consistently complaining about money or are consistently broke or have, financial issues, do you notice that a lot of the things they talk about or sometimes the persons that they associate with are also talking about the same things? I'm the kind of person, I'm very, very guarded with the kind of conversations that I have. I'm not the kind of person that's going to engage in a lot of certain types of conversations with you if it's not one of pure positivity and of upliftment and so on. There are people who will sit around and talk for hours about how broke they are, what they don't have, what is not working, what is not going right. And they will talk on this topic for hours. And they say that misery loves company, right? What you want to do, guys, is get yourself around people who are going to talk about wealth, people who are going to talk about upliftment, people who are going to talk about elevation, no pun intended, right? People who are going to lift you up, people who are going to build you up. So I want to challenge you guys and ask you guys a question. Who are you associating yourself with? What kind of conversations do you find yourself involved in? And yes, I am giving you guys some nuggets tonight because, again, like I said, the launching is about, we're launching what? Mission Elevation. And you guys always hear me say that the elevation aspect of this is not just about the company. It's not just about the compensation plan. It's not just about the services. It's about the individuals. It's about the people that are part of it. It's about you guys, about the people. It's about the way that you think and so on. All right? It's about the way that you think. So let's do a little bit of dream building, guys. By the way, before I do that, someone asked earlier on, when is the next presentation going to be? So what's going to happen after tonight is, guys, I'm going to put out a schedule of days and times that we're going to have sessions and overview calls for the presentation. Now, also want to say this, that we're going to be having, as time goes on, we're going to have different persons outside of myself that will be doing presentations as well. So for now, you might see me a lot doing these sessions or hear my voice a lot doing these sessions. But as time goes on, you're going to see new faces. You're going to see other persons that have already indicated that they want to participate in that. They want to share in that. They want to be upfront. I'll tell you this. This is a great opportunity for some of you guys who are upcoming leaders, persons who, if you want to be out there, when I say out there, I don't just mean to be seen, but what I mean is if you want to be providing more value, this is a fantastic opportunity. One of the things that I learned years ago, when I got involved in this industry, was that the persons who are always doing the presentations generally are the persons who are making the most money. And I was always interested in that, right? I was always interested in that. The persons doing the presentations, the persons up front, the persons who are up there talking, generally are the persons who are making the most money. And I always found that interesting. I said, well, if that's the case, I need to be presenting. What it really is about, guys, is value, right? Picture that you are up there, you're doing a presentation. You've invited people to the call, all right? Just wet my throat. So you invited some folks to the call or to the Zoom. They come out to hear this amazing presentation. And lo and behold, who's the person that is giving this presentation to the multitude? You are. Understand what that does to your prospects, to your guests, when it comes to from a place of value. They're seeing you providing value. They now recognize you as an authority, so to speak, someone who can answer their questions, someone who can help them, who can assist them, someone that they can grow a business with. Remember that when a person joins with you, they're observing you. If you've introduced even one person, two persons to the opportunity so far, especially if they have an interest in developing it, remember that they're observing you. They join you. So the question really is, what value do you bring to the table? That's the question. Just like a relationship, when you go into a relationship, you should ask yourself, what value is this person that I'm getting involved in this relationship? What value are they bringing to the table? Right? He or she, right? Because you got to understand, relationship, like marriage, is a business. It's a contractual agreement. That's really what it is. It's an agreement. It's a business. All right. And in a business, there's arrangements. Hey, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to protect you. I'm willing to serve you. I'm willing to comfort you. I'm willing to protect you. I'm willing to financially take care of you. But in exchange, I expect that you be my backbone, you be my strength, you be my support, right? There's certain things that are said and that don't even need to be said, that are expected in that mutual agreement. Do you guys agree with me so far? So in a relationship, in a marriage, it's the same thing. When you come in a business and you say to a person, hey, I want you to join this business with me, and they do that, you now have a responsibility to some extent to hold up your end of the bargain. And I'm saying this to prepare you guys, those of you, I'm speaking to those of you who are leaders or who consider yourself leaders or see yourself becoming a leader, all right, down the road perhaps. This is the kind of mindset that you want to adopt and adapt to as you come into this nature of business, all right? I see Eklund says, I want to do presentations. Fantastic, fantastic. And you shall, all right? And you shall. If there's one thing we know for sure, Eklund, you do have the energy for sure. Right? You do have the energy for it. So, and you have the mindset. So that's fine. All right. And I'm sure that you're going to be one of them, and there's going to be some others as well. So these are some things that you want to think about, guys. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to kick off with Devon, just because, it's Devon and he just kind of sets the tone, in everything that he does. I want to do some dream building, guys. I want everyone, while Devon is speaking, we're not going to get to every single person, but we might pick out a couple people. I want you guys to think about where you will see yourself 5 to 10 years from now. Where would you like to be? What would you like to be earning? What would your house look like? How much bedrooms? I want you to visualize what you would like to have, where you would like to be in 5 to 10 years from now. I want you to think about this, and I want you to share it with us tonight. Because you see, here's the thing, guys. When you have multiple people in a room that start to dream build, start to share their positive energy, do you understand what starts to happen in that room? It's a lot of positive energy that is flowing, all right, in the right direction. And by that in itself, that also benefits everyone else, because your dream, your vision, your thought process can assist the next person who's listening and help them to break certain levels and limitations that they may have had mentally in terms of what is possible for them. I want everyone to type right now, it is possible. Just affirm it right now in the chat, guys. I want you to type, it is possible. Right now, right this minute, drop that in the chat. I want to see everyone doing that. It is possible. And I'm not preaching, but I'm trying to get you guys to just elevate your level of thinking and your level of belief. I want you to believe bigger, faster. You see what I'm saying? I want you to believe bigger, faster. And when you start to think like that, and you affirm it, and you speak it, and you say it, okay? You talk about what you want. You put it out there into the universe. Understand that thoughts can be measured. Literally, thoughts can be measured. It's been tested. That when they connect the different nodes to the head, and it pricks up the brain waves and the signals. And here's what they found is that as persons start to sleep or dream or go into that deep state of sleep, what you call the REM, rapid eye movement. You ever saw someone sleeping and their eyes blinking quickly? They call it REM sleep. It's rapid eye movement. That's what it stands for. And that is when you start to dream in Technicolor, right? Really, really lucid dreams. And what they found, though, not just Trey, is that these thoughts that it starts to pick up these signals, and they can actually measure it, like how when an earthquake is happening, and the seismograph is able to pick up the readings deep within the earth to tell you, hey, something is coming. They're able to do the same thing with thoughts. So I want you to understand the power of that. If that is the case, and thoughts, right, not a physical thing, a metaphysical thing. It's like software versus hardware, metaphysical versus physical. A thought can be measured on a physical graph. It tells you that thoughts can become things. And if you've ever watched The Secret, you understand what I'm talking about. So if thoughts can become things, and here's where it gets interesting. If a thought can become things, do you then understand how important that is when it comes to what you think? Because what you think now can actually have a physical effect on your human body. So when people say, oh, or you've always heard stress kills, and we say, yeah, stress kills, we hear it, we say it. But did you ever start to think that that is very, very real and literal? That stress, a thought, not a physical thing. Stress is not a physical thing, but it's a chemical reaction, right? Or biochemical reaction that can create a very physical result and can literally affect your body physically. Therefore, the kind of things that you think are very, very important. Therefore, you need to be very careful about the kind of conversations that you're having and the things you're speaking and the things you're laughing at and indulging in and agreeing to, because without even knowing it, a lot of you are manifesting things in your life that you think you don't want, or that you say you don't want, say you don't need, you say are bad, and you don't even realize that you yourself are the one who's attracting these things into your life experience simply by the things that you speak and the thoughts that you think. Is anybody hearing me this evening? All right? Anybody hearing me? The things that you say, the things that you speak, the conversations you indulge in, they attract all of what affects you in a very physical realm. And I dare say this, that where you are today in life, whether you like it or don't like it, good or bad, where you are right now is a direct result of your own thoughts and actions. And you might be there thinking, but wait a minute, there's no way that I would want to be in this financial situation. I didn't bring this on myself. Of course, that's your first response, and that's the default response of anyone. It's not me. There's no way it would be me. I would never think myself into this state. And I want to say to you that, well, yeah, you did, right? You did. You can literally change your life, literally, simply by changing the way that you think, your mindset, how you approach things. I saw a comment made years ago. It said, my attitude is not the problem. Your attitude towards my attitude is the problem. And I was like, wow, that's so powerful. My attitude is not the problem. Your attitude to my attitude is the problem. In other words, I am who I am, and I am how I am. But here's the thing about it. How you interpret that and deal with that is the difference. One person will I might say something, in my mind, I believe it's constructive. One person takes it, okay, I appreciate that information. They take it and they run with it. Another person takes it, they get offended. And we live in a world that everything offends people today. Everything offends people. So they want you to be very careful about what you say and what you speak, because somebody's going to be offended. I'll tell you what, somebody's going to have to be offended. Because I'll tell you what, and remember this, I don't know the secret to happiness. I really don't. But I'll tell you what, the secret to unhappiness is trying to please everyone. Remember that. The secret to unhappiness is trying to please everybody. All right. So let's jump on this. Devon, we're gonna kick off with you. Samuel, were you trying to say something, my brother? I see your mic is unmuted. Okay, no, I guess not. All right, let me go ahead and just mute you back for now. Devon, all right, so you're up, my brother. Give us quickly a snippet of 5 to 10 years from now. Where would you like to be? Where do you see yourself, brother? Share with us.
Yeah. Well, good night, everyone. Coach, I don't know how I could beat that. That was amazing, man. That what you were talking there, that really resonates with me, and I'm sure a lot of people on this call. And I want to thank Shanice for joining me here. I want to thank the others also. Just a little bit briefly about myself. I come from a place of loss, right? I built businesses. Uh, I've lost money. I have gained things back. And where I'm at today is using an amazing tool such as MissionElevate because of its transparency. I said this last night, and what you represent, Lavere. You know, I get your vision and your work ethic, and MissionElevate, I have every confidence is a tool I will use to get back to where I want to be in terms of dream building and achieving my goals. Um, I was a business owner. I'm a trader. I hold cryptocurrency, and I mean, in in the height of times, hey, I had a lot of crypto, man. But you know, with crashes, market cycles, and most of all, you touch on it, not being patient. The lack of patience is what hurts a lot of us. The lack of taking the time to understand fully how things work is what hurts a lot of us. And you also touched on it there, who you are around. That is so huge, man. Who you are around is also a tool I am going to use, or I have been using the last 2 years to aid in my recovery, because I recognize how important it is to be around like-minded individuals focused on the same goal, pushing towards success. And I will tell you, your consistency, we haven't known each other that long, but I've known you for the last 2 years, and I've seen how you put it down, and that's enough for me, right? That is enough for me. I don't have to know you for 10 years, right? So I see this, as I said, as a tool. I see where you are going with this, and this is why I will support you. And what I really want for myself, and I have been doing it the last year or so, is helping persons, right? Because for me, yes, money is great and recovering is great, and having things, that's fine. But what what I had realized what became the most important for me in the last year is the joy that I get from helping somebody make money, or helping someone actually change their life. You know, persons that I talk to, persons a lot that have no money, right? And that I know what it's like to have nothing, right? I know what it's like not to have food, to be, you know, struggling. You know, that's I'm not a stranger to that. And I'm also not a stranger to hustle and grind and consistency and keeping it going. And that's the way, you know, changing your mindset first is what you said. You gotta change that mindset. You gotta hustle, you gotta push, and you're gonna use MissionElevate as a tool to get there. And lastly, bro, I'm gonna end here. For persons who do not have the finances, this is huge. You actually made a provision that even with a small amount of money, such as becoming an affiliate, you have the opportunity to make money. You're not going to get that in a lot of any other platforms that I've seen. You got to come with a whole amount of money, right? And then you're going to be drip fed, you know, peanuts until you potentially make back what you have. But having an opportunity to become an affiliate, if you are not financially able to do the full thing, and just put out the effort, talk to people. You approach it from a viewpoint of helping persons, and you will make money, right? You will make money, enough money to grab a share or do whatever you're doing. And yeah, that's how I see it, man. I see this as an amazing tool for us to get ahead based on all the lessons that we've learned, this is it. I support you.
Fantastic, fantastic, man. And I appreciate and resonate with everything that you said. And I like that you say, I don't need to know you for 10 years, bro. All right. In 2 years, I've already placed you on the level of having more value than persons that I've known for much longer than that. And that just goes to show, guys, right? It doesn't take a lot. You just need to just bring value. And those of you who've been around me in different opportunities from before, things that we would have done, that this is something I always talk about. I'm big on that, right? What value are you providing? What value are you bringing? Right? That's the real question. What value are you bringing? Because if you ultimately want to increase your chances of success, you have to increase your value. Let me ask this question, then we're going to bring on one other person, and then we're going to jump into, we're going to flip the script onto something real quick. Let me ask this question. What do you think when you go to work, for those of you who go to work and have a job, you clock in, or you put your fingerprint in, or you punch clock or whatever. Do you think you're getting paid for your time, or do you think you're getting paid for your value? Answer that question, guys, but answer it honestly. Are you getting paid for your time or for your value? Answer in the chat.
Value.
Okay, somebody says value. All right. Anyone else? Are you getting paid for your time, or are you getting paid for your value? Nelly says your time. All right, good. So now we got one or the other. I'm not saying that one is wrong and one is right, but we're gonna talk about it. Lyndon says your time. Tasha says you're trading your time for money. Time. Okay, Claudette says time. Shanice says time. Okay, someone has their hands raised. Living a fantasy. Go right ahead. Your mic is unmuted.
Yeah, pleasant good night. So what you're saying to me, Justin, about the time or the value, the way how I see it as a business person, I would say your time, because most companies of today do not value, understand what you actually put in. They value the time. You get there at a certain time. From that time, you're finished. So if my concern of that, I would say time is what is the main correct thing, because most businesses don't do value. They don't care a damn about you. So I would say time.
Okay, all right, time. All right, so here's a perspective. Claudette says the employer makes profit on your value. It isn't one person's 40 hours a week, another person 40 hours a week gets 250,000 because the person has determined that we're very interesting. So here's a perspective. Now, I'm not saying that one is right or one is wrong. This is why discussion is so important, right? And this is why I wanted to have the call this way. Time or value? Which is it? Picture a scenario. At your job, you work 40 hours a week and you get paid $5,000. No, $5,000 a month. Let's say $5,000 a month that you get paid at your job. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, there's some specialized activity or job that needs to be done, and your boss calls in a specialist. This specialist comes into the workplace and is given this contract to deal with this special thing that needs to be done, all right, on the job. And for that same 30-day period that you work, you would have $5,000. This particular person comes in and they're paid $15,000 for that 30 days. And it probably takes them about a week to complete that. So if you haven't caught it already, you're going to catch it real soon. It takes them a week to complete this job. They get paid $15,000 for that work. Would you say that that person was paid based on the time that they put in, or would you say that that person was paid based on the special value that they brought to the company?
Value, again.
All right, the value that they brought. I remember reading an example. This ship engineer, a problem with this ship, massive ship. The ship would not sail, the engine would not start, no matter what they do. They try all kind of stuff, would not start. They call in this particular guy, this old guy. The guy comes and he walks around. He listens to the humming of the engine, how it's in. He listens very carefully, takes out a little hammer, little hammer. And he goes, boop, 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 boop. Knocks a couple of spots, Engine starts working just like that. The guy charges a lump sum of money. They said, but how can you charge this amount of money? You only been here a couple minutes. You said you're not paying me for a couple minutes. It's not the time that you're paying me for. You're paying me for the 30 years of experience and knowledge that my guy Shakeem says. You're paying me for my experience and my knowledge of knowing exactly where to hit. So where am I going with this? The value that you bring. The value that you bring is what determines what you get paid. Here's a simple way of understanding it. You have a job, you have a position. Another person above you has a higher position. The title or the position that that person has gives that person, or that person recognized as having more value than you. Therefore, they get paid more than you. It's not about the time, because the person who's your supervisor probably doesn't put in as much time as you. If we were being paid based on time versus value, many a time, I'm sure many of you who have a job can relate to this, that your supervisor or manager is hardly even around sometimes, and you find that you are working twice as hard or there twice as much as the people who have the higher position than you. Anybody can relate to that. You've been in a job and you are working harder than the people who have a higher position than you, but they are getting paid more than you. Can anyone relate to that? Right? You are not at the top, but you're working harder. Remember, the people at the bottom usually work the hardest. The people at the top make the most. So it's not about time, because a lot of the time, the guys who are higher up, they're off. They're not even on property. they're somewhere else. But the value that they have been assigned through their title, through their position, is why they're getting paid more. So you see, guys, it's not about time. We've been tricked to think that. We've been tricked to think we're getting paid for the time that we put in. No. You're getting paid for what your worth has been, or what worth has been assigned to you within that particular organization. You're getting paid based on the value that they think you are worth. That's what that paycheck means. Hey, we think that you are worth this much money per week or per month. Nothing to do with the time that you bring, because guess what? If you go out there, check this out, I'll prove it right now. If you leave that job, or not leave it, but if you go while working and you study, get another degree, diploma, some other certificate, and you come back in that job, guess what? You can now get a raise of pay. Why? Because you went to do some more studying. Therefore, they now say, oh, you now have more value, so we're going to pay you a bit more. You see how that works, guys? So always remember that. Never devalue yourself. Ever.
I think though, Coach, I think, what do we mean by value? Because there are people who are qualified, experienced, and everything, and they still don't get it. And somebody without that experience and qualification, given a position, as you say, that if they were not there, the person who's getting paid lower is more valuable because their input is much more. So I don't know, value to a company as against position.
I agree with you. Here's the problem with that. That other person may have more value, but is that value recognized by the company? You see what I'm saying? So this is why I just said, don't devalue yourself. This is why you always put yourself in a position where your value and your worth is recognized. And when you realize that your value and your worth is not being recognized, that's when you need to leave. That is when you need to leave. And this is why, guys, I would encourage everyone. This is why I believe so much in entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship gives us all the opportunity to chart our own path, to walk our own road, and to increase our value, and to set our own lane, and not necessarily have to be or have to wait to be validated by some boss to say, we think you are worth X or Y or Z, right? And that's why I believe in entrepreneurship. So guys, great. Man, there's so much stuff that we could go into. It's so interesting. I love this. But here's what we want to do before we get too deep into stuff. Here's what I want you guys to do. You know, guys, let me give you an update. So we've got some great news, and we've got some not so great news. Which one do you want first? Ronaldo just look up like, oh my God. We've got some great news. What was that, Claudette? Which one you said? Not so was it not?
Yes.
Okay, the great news. Okay, so it's not, you're not so good first. Okay, so here's the thing. So, first of all, I want you guys to know. I'll start with the good one because the next one is not bad. First of all, our website is complete. All right, our face front, as you would say. I want you guys right now. You should be able to head over to MissionElevation.net. All right. If you don't have it up, if you guys want, can go ahead and I can pull it up here and I'll do a share screen for you guys. Maybe you're on a cell phone and it'll probably look better. It'll probably be easier for me to just pull it up here. So let me just share the screen. So this is the first part of it. The website is a component of two things. One, there's the front face that you're going to see, but at the same time, there's also the back end. We're going to talk about that afterwards, okay? So let me do this one, okay. Screen number 2. All right, so this is our website. It's now up, it's now live, MissionElevation.net. So now you're able to go there, a person can go there and they can have it's much better than just seeing the link tree. I know the link tree it was a temporary thing, it was an info page. It served the purpose that we wanted it to serve. So let's kind of go through the website a little bit. Now on this particular screen, I've got 2 screens, but on this screen, some things may or may not mesh. Let's see. I hope I see someone already say they love the color, the gold and the gray. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And as we go through, you're going to see the person behind that responsible. So as you come down, all right, we wanted to keep the colors incorporated, nice, beautiful gold and black, and dark gray colors. Just in keeping with the logo, of course, you can see a couple different things here, or courier and cargo, or marketing and advertising. You can click on these as well. And as we come down, share screen is on? Yes. No, it's all right. All right. And as we come down, you see here, persons can leave a message here, put a name, email address, comments, hit submit. That's fine. Let's go a little bit further. Our mission. Let's talk about our mission. So when a person goes to our mission, and bear in mind, guys, that as time goes on, we are going to be adding to this. There's more things to go onto the website. It is not fully complete, but it is completed to the point that we need it to be, but it's going to be added to. Of course, there's more services coming in, so it will have more things added. So just very simple, not too much jargon. Our mission right here, because we wanted persons to see right up front what is the mindset of this company. What is it that these guys are really looking at? And I think that this really resonates with a lot of people. Would you guys agree that having something that can give people a safe haven from a lot of the schemes and a lot of the scams that have been out there, and just being able to have a company and a platform that you can do business with, you can build a brand, you can get rewarded, you can earn, and you can benefit from, and you don't have to worry about losing your money or somebody running away with your funds or pausing on your payouts and that kind of thing, right? You guys agree with that? I think it's important to have that up front and center. So of course, one of the things that people always look at is credibility and integrity, and of course, transparency more so. Who's behind it? How many of you have been on companies or platforms? There's no mention of who's behind it, or you see a name and you don't know if that's the person's real name or not, but here it is. For persons who want to see persons behind it, all right, you can, a little bit about myself, and if you've been on any of our presentations, you would have seen pretty much this slide here, where they can get the face and such like. If I can find a better picture, guys, I'll get one. But I think it's all right. We can work with it, right? Someone says amazing jacket. Where can we get one? Who's that? That's Nat, Miss Eden. So this is where, and here's the thing, guys. I wanted a situation where persons can reach out to me directly. You see what I'm saying? We want to be different. So we've all been part of those companies where you're in it, but your dream of ever being able to connect with the persons in charge, joke. So we do have a support team. We do have persons that can respond via support emails and so on. But one of the things that I wanted was that, look, I'm not hiding. I'm not just behind the scenes only. I'm here. Reach out to me now via email, because obviously I'm busy throughout the day, and I'm doing many different things throughout the day. So I really don't want to have the phone blowing up. But if you send me an email, you send us an email, I'll respond to you directly. That's fine. Okay. So I thought that was important, just to kind of create that bridge, so people know, look, you can reach out to these folks. Let's look at one of the other persons behind the scenes as well. I don't know if any of you guys know this beautiful face here. This is Miss Janelle T. Mason. She's our web administrator. And obviously, guys, let me go ahead and they can click her profile as well. So she's been doing this for over 10 years. As a professional. She's built websites for multiple businesses. She actually has a business that is based around web development services. And she's had that for a number of years. She's created sites and pages for government and governmental organizations, throughout, for campaigning, for politics, and just generally as well. She's also the head person over the college in St. Kitts and Nevis. She's responsible for the website, the management of that, the web development. What is it called? The webmaster. So she's who heads that particular website. If you've ever seen that website, actually, let me go ahead and pull up just so you guys can get an idea. What's the website again? fbc.edu.ka. Just to give you an idea, guys, of the quality of work that we're talking about here, for what we're doing. So this is their college here, and if you ever wanted to check this out, cfbc.edu.ka. There's a whole lot of stuff here to go through, but she's the person responsible for everything here, the layout of everything, how everything works. And like I said, she's built numerous websites as well. So we don't just have someone who just throwing together some pictures and so on. She's a professional in what she does. You can reach out to her. And she's going to be the person who's also responsible for helping you with your web development service as well. If you want to have a website created, if you want to have ads and flyers and anything along that line, if you want to have a package put together for like business cards, apparel, you name it, the whole package, she's the person that will assist you in doing that. All right. So that's that. In terms of the services, guys, courier and cargo. Again, persons can come here, nice, beautiful, crisp images that just boom, they just jump out at you. When you go on your own system, I guess it will look probably a bit more brighter on your side. But so this is our courier services center here. Nice, clean, crisp pictures. Here are some information. And then if persons want to go to the website, of course, they can do that. They can click anywhere here. And once you do that, that is going to open up our website for the shipping services here. Go ahead, register, get your US address. Once you have your US address, you can then start to ship your items to that address. It goes to our warehouse. Our people there will clear it, do everything that needs to be done. You get an email or a call so that you can get your information for tracking, and you can decide what kind of purchase you want to make based on how quickly do you want to receive your items. Now, we have deals with FedEx, so we get discount prices using FedEx. So this is why that our customers get their items so fast, because basically, we work with those big merchants, and it can come straight to your location. And if you don't want to, you can go the normal route, a bit cheaper. And if you want, not expensive either way, but cheaper still, and you can collect your package yourself. It comes in fast, you will collect it yourself. You can do that as well, should you so desire. Okay. So yeah, so this kind of branches off and goes into the shipping side. Let's go back to the main website. A lot of asked, would that be an additional cost relating to the website with Janelle? it will be a discounted cost, greatly discounted cost. And the way that it's gonna be done is you will see what the general price would be. And when you see what your price as a member of Mission Elevation is, you're gonna ask if this is actually real. So that's how that's gonna work. All right, then we've got Forex automation as the next service. So with this, of course, persons can come here, they can get a little readout as to, you know, what it is and how it works and what you need to do. And what we did, we decided to put how to get started and put all the directions here. This way, everything is right there in front of you. You can now use the form on your website if you are interested in registering for the Forex service. Up to today, we had more persons that would have done that. You can now do everything here, put all the information in here on the site, and that form will be submitted to us privately, okay? And all the instructions and directions are here on the left. The only thing we need to update, guys, is we need to add back the Hugo's Way, which is our second broker for those persons who are not in, who are in the United States. Unfortunately, AutoFX doesn't work for people in the US, in the US. So we had to use a different broker for people in the US. Hugo's Way, all right? So there's that, all right? So you can fill that out, submit that. You no longer have to do it on the Linktree page anymore. All right, next up is profit share. All right, so this one is going to be updated. There's some more stuff to add, some more photos and so on are going to go here. But this just gives you an idea as to how the profit share works. Just an idea so persons can make a decision. Okay, this sounds good. I want to do this and be part of that. So this is some more is going to be added to that. But as you can see here, and of course, web development and marketing. So again, really, really nice. I really love this particular page. Really nice, really beautifully laid out. And guys, you can see the different types of marketing that one can tap into as well. And a little bit about it, some photos. And of course, you have here marketing and advertising, direct marketing, productive media, or web design and development. So again, based on what a client wants for their business, their service or so on, they can choose that. And of course, that information will be picked up by our web development specialist, our professional, and she will take care of that for you. So far, so good. Drop some fire in the chat if you guys love what you see so far. If you love if it looks good, if you're excited about what you're seeing, if the website looks attractive, if you think it's appealing, let us know. Drop some feedback. Feedback is good. Feedback is absolutely good for us. Contact us form, okay, of course, pretty much speaks for itself. You can contact us, you can get in touch, all right? Name, email, telephone number, leave a message. Our Telegram links are here. So of course, if you want to get that support, they can reach out, they can connect on our Telegram group. It is a public group. And of course, news and updates, we have the channel for that as well, okay? So very easy. And the final tab that we're now getting to is the FAQs. And as you can see here, there's a couple different FAQs in here. Now, one of the things that we will be doing, this section, of course, will also be increased over time, all right? So I know, like, for example, Nat, I know that you would have had a document, you were looking at different FAQs. And guys, if there are any FAQs that you do not see here, any questions that you would have or would like an answer to, or that someone may have asked you a question to that you don't see here in this list, please send an email. Don't just send it to me. We want to keep it all in one place so it's easy for us to reference, all right? Send an email to us, support@MissionElevation, with those questions so that we can have it added into the FAQ section, provide the answers so that every single thing that a person could possibly think to ask you about Mission Elevation, the services that Mission Elevation offers, what they do, how they work, and such like will be here. Now, one other field or tab that is not here yet that will be added is an opportunity tab. The opportunity tab is going to have information about the compensation plan, the opportunity of itself, the video on how it works, all of that. So by tomorrow or so, we're expecting to have that, all of that should be on the site up and ready, okay? So a person goes there, they say, hey, what's this mission elevation thing that you're talking about? You can say, hey, head over to missionelevation.net and click on opportunity. Easy. You don't have to go try to track down a video, a link to YouTube, nothing like that. Head over to Mission Elevation, click on opportunity, and you're going to see a video there explaining how it's going to work. Now, in terms of videos, here's some exciting information I want to share with you. We're actively working on having some very short sizzle videos being created professionally, right? With voiceovers. So it's going to be like if you listen to an ad on television, it's going to be professionally done, and it's going to be very short. So we're going to have a longer overview, full spectrum, but then we're going to have shorter videos, like specifically on the Forex automation. There's going to be a short video. It might be 2 minutes or less, explaining what it is, how it works, why it's beneficial for you, and why you want to get involved with it right away. But it's going to be short, exciting, nice voiceover, maybe music in the background, but it's going to be done professionally. There's going to be one on the services. There's going to be one on every aspect. There's going to be one on the compensation plan specifically, all right? So someone wants to hear the compensation plan, they're not going to hear just my voice like what we have right now. They're going to hear a professionally done video with fantastic audio. I know Nat, you're always telling me about my audio, all right? And yes, I know I got a whole new headset, but something with my sound card. So for whatever reason, that is not working. I spent $300 on that thing and never got a chance to use it. It's brand new. But so we're gonna have, so I know Nat is gonna be very, very glad to hear that. Professionally done video with a professional voiceover, and of course, really, really good quality, crisp, eye-catching slides and so on. Okay, so all of these are things that are coming, guys. We want to make this thing exciting. We want to make it very, very appealing to the eye as well. All right, so stick a pin, pause for a second. That's as far as you can see. Like I said, more things will be added tomorrow. You'll see more things will be added to that, and as we go on, it'll be updated. How do you guys feel about our brand new face? Do you guys think that this is a good representation of what we're trying to project here with Mission Elevation? Let me just read the comments for a quick set. Okay, awesome website. So Janelle, you're getting some good kudos. All right. And I'll say love that. Referral links to share the okay. So we get into that part. All right, looks professional, impressive. So very good. So I'm glad to hear you guys are pleased thus far with the website and how it's going to look. Now, here's the good news that is good but not so good. So our back office is complete, right? It is ready in terms of it's migrated. You guys are in the system. If you're a VIP, if you're an affiliate, you're in the system. All right. You can log in. You can see your downline. You can see your team. You can see your genealogy. You can see your tree view. All of that. But one little thing that we're gonna wait on. Here's why. At the very last minute, there was a little hiccup with the color coding in the back office. All right, and the coloring, the how should I say, the layout of the colors, it didn't play out the way that it was supposed to. The person that put it on, Janelle did not do that part. That was done by the tech team that is working on the back office section. She is however giving input on that. But what happened was it was good right up to this morning, and someone decided to make a tweak, and that one tweak threw the whole color scheme off, and we do not like how it looks as is. So I am not going to allow that the first impression that you guys get when you log in is a color scheme that is thrown off. Nope, not going to happen. We want that when you log in for the first time, you go like, whoa, not like, oh my God. Because if you see it right now, you're going to go like, what the hell is that? That is not going to happen. So here's what's going to happen. By tomorrow, right? It's going to be worked on tonight. Tonight, our time, our tech team and coding team is in India. They're 9.5 hours ahead of us. So around midnight, 1 o'clock is when we're going to be connecting and getting that sorted. So for many of you, probably by the time you wake up in the morning, it's going to be done. Forgive me, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I would rather that when you see it and it looks good. Now here's the thing. It's there, the numbers are there, the names are there, you can see everything, you can log in, your referral links are working, everything is done, but it just don't look the way that I need it to look. So that aesthetic appeal is not there right now. And there's only one page, it's just a dashboard. We don't care. I need it to be on point. Yeah. So tomorrow you're gonna have full access to that. I'm sorry, don't hate me for it. But I'm pretty sure you guys understand. First impression counts, right? I learned this, right? You've got two chances to make a really good impression, right? The first chance is when people see, and they see you, right? So how you appear, your appearance is the first chance you get. The second chance is the words that come out of your mouth. After that, it's over. You got two chances. So number one is what you see. So the first thing that you're going to see when you log in must look appealing. All right, guys. I hope does everybody understand? Everybody is okay. Nobody's going to hit me for it, right? I know that the plan was to have it ready. That when we say, bam, it's there right now. Go ahead and log in. I know, but I just need it to look how it needs to look. All right. So tomorrow, right? For sure, tomorrow that should be done and ready, and all of you guys will have the ability to log into your back office, see your team, see your memberships, and have your referral links. So now you can send a referral link to whoever you wish. They can register through your account and good to go. Now, one other very important update. We are still working with Binance to complete the payment integration. Here's why this is important. What's going to happen is, if there's some sites where when you go to pay, you'll see like a QR code come up, like BitPay or coin payments, and then you see a QR code come up or the address, and you have to send to that. It gives you like a timer, and you got to send it to that address within that time frame, and that system tracks everything, takes the payment, applies the payment, sends you a thank you letter or email to say, okay, your payment was received and you're good. And then that system applies it to the platform or company or merchant, right? We are going to have that. We are working directly with Binance. For those who don't know, Binance is the biggest crypto exchange company in the world. We are working with their IT team right now. They're not their IT team, their tech team, right? The technical department. Their tech team is working with my tech team to collaborate to sort out the integration process, so that when you are going to pay, you will now be able to pay when that is done, not only with USDT Tether, you can use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, or different cryptos as well. Whatever you want, based on the options. There's a lot of options that you will have available to you. You can pay with any of those. It will not only now need to be USDT. However, Binance, I do think that SHIB, I don't recall if SHIB is on that list. I cannot confirm that, but we can find that out. All right. But what's going to happen is you can pay in that crypto. Binance is going to take that crypto. They're going to convert that and deposit that as Tether to us, right? So that's what's going to be happening. That's going to be for incoming payments. Now, again, if you guys were on the call last night, you would have heard me mention that we are just a couple of weeks away from having our own, from having our crypto platform connected to the Carib Pay card. So currently, that card only will allow you, or that card account, if you have the app, those of you who have the app, all right, you can move funds right now, send funds from member to member. And of course, we have cards in Barbados. So for those members in Barbados, if you've already paid for a card, that's gonna be happening very, very soon, okay? We are going to be having a batch coming in for St. Kitts, Trinidad, different islands, and we already have people in different places who already have some stock that you'll be able to tap into and get as well. If you're in the US, you can get your card as well. So all of this is happening, is a number of things happening all at the same time, guys. It's not just one thing or the other, it's a lot of things. So just bear with us, but everything is going to happen, and I promise you, you're going to be very glad that you waited, and just give us a chance to get everything in order. Yeah. Now, here's something else is going to be happening now that I mentioned the card and that system. Expect in the very near future, a lot nearer than you might think, we're going to be doing some giveaways, cash giveaways. With regard to that, where we're going to be, could be as soon as next week even. All right, just to put it into perspective, next week or week after, I'm working with another party where we will be collaborating on that, and they are offering to put up the cash to do that. All right, so that's good. I ain't complaining. So basically, we are going to be doing some giveaways, and so there's going to be some promotions, there's going to be some giveaways, and you got to make sure that you have your card, or sorry, that you have your app. So if you've not yet gone and downloaded the app, please go do that. All right, download the app. You can get it from the Play Store and have that. We are going to literally fund those accounts that when live, we're going to have a Zoom, we're going to have a call, we're going to do it live, we're going to do a screen share so that everyone can see us using the app in real time and putting real actual cash money on those accounts for those persons. Okay, so this is some things that that's going to be coming as well. As over the next couple of weeks to months, expect some sweepstakes as well. What do I mean by this? Sweepstakes basically means some giveaways from the company as well, cash back that we're going to be looking at doing as well. So random persons, we're going to be having some draws, we're going to be doing some promotions, we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff, a lot of prizes for like September, October, you know, just to really get everyone just having some fun. And a lot of persons are going to be winning cash, getting cash back, coupons, you name it. All right, so expect that to happen over the next couple of weeks as well. So there's that. Like I said, the crypto platform that should be ready in a few weeks as well. So there's that is coming. Also the videos, the sizzle videos that we're in the process of getting done, that is coming as well. So you can make note of that. Anything that I'm forgetting? Excuse me. Let me stick a pin. Any questions, queries, doubts, or concerns? Anyone want to ask anything at this point before we break to it? Oh, wow, good time. All right. Any questions? Can you play the Burna Boy video after this? It's interesting. I was actually trying to play that. That's because the stupid.
All right, good night. Go
All right, good night.
All right, yeah, Alex.
The hash boss. Go right ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I did good, man. Had a little cool the dome, man. I'm gonna select a quick question. With the MissionElevation, you are be having one personal card, or will be using the card?
Okay, so good question. So we're gonna be using the card for now. I'm glad that you brought it up. So one of the things that I'm working on, but there's some stuff that has to happen before that will be a reality, is we're working towards company personalization, where we're going to eventually have branded cards with MissionElevation branded on the cards and your name as well. So it's going to be your name, MissionElevation, but just powered by Carrier Pay International.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So for that to happen, there needs to be a certain volume of cards that are moving first before we get to that stage. Yeah. Yeah. So there needs to be a certain volume of cards that needs to be moving, but we're in that process already. And that is something that I'm really looking forward to. Just imagine the credibility of you share MissionElevation and you can pull out a card with MissionElevation on it and your name, and you say, hey, let me go to the ATM. Let me show you something. right?
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, that is coming. But hey, remember, guys, like Eden said, we are literally the very first people in this thing. We are in embryonic baby stages right now. So there's so much that we can do, and I think we've actually done quite a lot, considering that today is only day number 1, and we've been paying up profit share, we've been paying up commissions. Website is we've been doing quite a bit if you think about it.
Can you believe that you do a lot in this short space of time? Like truth. If you really look at some of the companies that we was going through and how you put forward this company in this short space of time, some people may not understand how the companies is built right in the background. But if you understand how you build this in the background in this space of time, you should understand.
And it takes a lot of sleep last night. Just to put things into perspective, I had no sleep last night. I got about 1 hour sleep just before this meeting. That's the first time I slept since the day before. Right? Because just trying to get everything done. So, but hey, do what you gotta do, and my thing is lose some sleep now so that later on we can do whatever we want, And here's the thing, guys. I want you to understand this. Here's one of the things that I envision, and I know I mentioned this earlier on in some earlier calls that we would have had. I envision a time, especially now that COVID is finally, shifting. I envision a point in time where we will have a cruise, a MissionElevation cruise. Why not? Who would be about that? Let me know in the chat. Who would be about that? A mission, like, can you imagine how freaking cool that would be? A MissionElevation cruise. We can have all our members from the Caribbean, from the States, from my guy Eden and Nat over in Australia, right? Everybody comes over. And of course, it's going to be discounted for all members. Why not? Right? That's what we're about, right? Discounts, deals, savings. So of course, it's going to be a discounted price for all members. All right? Why not? So these are the kind of things that we want to do. Now, and saying that, I'll say this. One of the things that I'm really excited about doing, and of course, it's going to happen first in the Caribbean, we will be doing a Caribbean tour. All right? I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be hitting some islands. Today is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, of something that I am so excited about it. I'm humbled at the same time. Like Alex said, man, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of responsibility as well. Yeah? It's a lot of responsibility. But my thing is this, you know what? It got to be done. It's got to be done. And we deserve it. We all deserve it. So it's going to be done. And I do believe that if we all work together, if we all stay in the same lane, focus on the same vision, and we work together, we promote this like crazy, right? It's not going to be perfect up front. I'll tell you right now, it's not. I'm going to make some mistakes, all right? I'm not going to do everything. Everything's not going to work out in the time frame that I might want it to work out, right? We're going to get some setbacks. I do believe a setback is just a setup for a bigger comeback. Fine. So just expect that, at some point in time, I might mess up, all right? I might make some mistakes, but understand I'm 100%, 200% even committed to making sure that this works and making sure that this lasts and making sure that every single member of MissionElevation wins and wins big and has fun doing it. Yeah? Have fun. Not that you're just in a business. We want to have fun. So we're going to do fun things. We're going to do fun prizes and fun giveaways and fun trips. All right? And yes, correct, Claudia. It must last. It must. It has to. There's no plan B, right? There's no option for it to fail. There's no back door to slip out through. It's plan A and plan A only. There's no plan B nor plan C because we have no intentions of it not working. You feel me? You get my perspective, and that's where we're at. Yeah. Ekley, I see your hand is up. The energy goddess. Your mic is unmuted. Go right ahead. Share with us a little bit, Ekley. What's up? Talk to us. How are you feeling right now?
Well, in 5 years from now, we're going to be millionaires. We're going to be seven-figure owners for sure. And we're going to like explode by that time we explode the Caribbean already, Mission Elevation. Going towards the world, going towards the metaverse, going towards parallel universes. If you know what I'm talking about. Mission Elevation is going places. Like I said, it's a real game changer. And it covers everything. Down to shipping, down to loans. Everybody wins. It just covers everything. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Correct.
And remember, we become what we think about. So we are now see each and every one of us on the call right now are seeing Mission Elevation going to places. And we're exploding. And there's no time for failure. Failure is not in our vocabulary at that time. We are winners. All we do is what, Livia? We win.
And win.
That's all it have to do, is we are going to continue winning.
That's right. That's right.
Like I said, 5 years from now, we'll be the ones saying, hey, we were there from the conception of Mission Elevation.
That's it.
That's there.
It's called first mover advantage, guys. Here's the thing that you got to understand, and this is something that some people have a hard time wrapping their minds around. Everybody wants to be first, right? Everybody wants to be in there before the other person, before the masses. But you've got to also accept that being first means that you also have to go through the trials and the tribulations and the bumps and the setbacks that the persons who come later on are not going to have to deal with. There's going to be persons that 3 months from now, 6 months from now even, are going to join, and they're going to see multiple services, back office is up and running beautifully, new things that you guys don't even see right now. Card system, payout, crypto, conversion, get paid in crypto, convert it, destroy it. Everything is going to be just functioning. The e-point system is going to be up, right? You get your points, you redeem your points, all kind of stuff is going to be happening. And they're going to be like, wow, and everything's running so smooth. But not understanding that you guys who are the very first, you might have got some headaches, some setbacks, things might not have been kicking you way that you want it to be kicking yet. The profit share might not be paying up, hundreds of dollars every month, or thousands of dollars per month yet. But they might come into it at that stage. So you got to understand that there's something that comes with being the first. You also have to accept the setbacks that could come with being the first as well. Tyree says lucky punks, right? But at the same time, I don't think there's anyone on this call that would sacrifice the opportunity to be amongst the first and come in months down the road if they were given that option. I don't think any of you would say, nope, I give that up. I would rather come in months down the road. I don't think any of you would give that up, an opportunity to be amongst the very first people in this. Because here's what I said, and I'll say this now. And if you choose to receive it, that's on you. There's going to be a couple people on this that are on this call right now that I believe within a period of a year a year. Within a period of a year, there's going to be multiple people on this call who are going to be financially free. If you thought I was going to say are going to be millionaires, I'm not going to say that. You know why? Because you don't need to be a millionaire to live like one. Remember that. Everybody's hell bent on being a millionaire. You could be making $500,000, $500,000, and you could be living damn good. I'm telling you, right? I'm sure everyone here would agree, right? If you were only making $500,000 a year, you could live pretty darn good. So don't get this thought in your head, I need to be earning 7 figures in order to be financially free. Definitely, of course, it's US dollars, right? You don't have to be a millionaire. The key here is not to be a millionaire. That is a goal, but that's not the key. That's a goal. That's a target. You want to hit millionaire status. But the key here is to be making enough money, whatever that means to you, to become financially free. Okay, guys? Don't get caught up in this preconceived notion that you have to be making a specific amount of money to be deemed as successful. Successful or being successful is subjective to the interpretation of each individual. What is success to me might not be success to you. I might make a lot of money and you say, oh, you're really successful. I might be unhappy as hell. I might be stressed out to all. I may not have any time to enjoy it. So in your mind, you're like, oh, you're really successful. According to who or what? Money? No, I can pay for a lot of stuff, but if I don't have the time to enjoy it, if it still feels like I'm working a job, then doesn't it still kind of defeat the purpose? The purpose here is to be free, guys. It's to be free. The goal here is to have time freedom and financial freedom. That says I would be happy just earning $50 a day. You see what I mean? Everyone doesn't need a lot or doesn't need the same amount. You might say, I need to be making $1,000 a day, but everybody don't need to be making $1,000 a day. You need to be making $1,000 a day based on what your specific lifestyle may require, or what your needs or your wants are. But another person may be able to do everything they need to do with $50 a day, and they can be quite comfortable. Of course, it has to do with where the country you're living in as well. You see, guys? So let's make a goal. All right. I want everyone here to commit to making a goal that by the end of that, in 1 year, and I'm going to go with a figure that is not too small and not too out there. I want everyone on this call to make it a goal that within a period of a year from today, that next year, when we have the anniversary call, by the way, it would be great to have that anniversary on a cruise. I'm just saying, right? On the seas. But let's make it a goal that everyone on this call is at least, let's incorporate setbacks and things not working out, at least $10,000 per month. At least 10,000. Who is ready to claim that? That's an absolute minimum. All right? Minimum, okay? Minimum.
That's right there, Olivia. Trust me.
That's right. I see Shanice says, claim it.
Change.
That's it. Claim it. Claim it. That's right, guys. Type it. Claim it. Right? Affirm that to yourself. You have to speak the things that you want. Right? People out here being all prideful. Oh, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say that. I don't want to type. Listen, you ain't doing it for me. Do it for yourself. Understand that just taking the action, the conscious action, and making a conscious decision to make a goal, to make a choice. Remember, guys, success is intentional. Don't forget that, Success is intentional. It's not by accident. Success is intentional. So by you making a conscious decision that this is what you will do, you have already taken the first steps to changing your life. A minimum worst case scenario, if everything went haywire, that in 1 year from today, when we have our anniversary, that you can look back, you can say, oh my gosh, I did it. I'm making at least on a bad month, a slow month, $10,000 coming in. Claim it, guys. And if you keep that mindset and keep that energy, don't just say it because you're on the call. I want you to write it down. I task you all to do that tonight. Write it down. Don't just commit it to mind and memory. Write it down. Bring it from the metaphysical into the physical reality. Write it down. By September 1st, 2023, I will be, not want to, don't do that. those that I want to be making, I hope to be making by September 1st, 2023. Your name, right? Your name is important. There's power in your name, yes? Put your name. Your name will be making or will be earning at least a minimum of 10,000 US dollars per month through via Mission Elevation. Now, you might be making a lot more than that from other sources, using money that you earn from Mission Elevation, but from this company, I want to have multiple six-figure earners being generated within a 12-month period, guys. All right? Committed to mind, committed to memory, committed to paper, put pen to paper, put it in the physical, bring it from the thoughts into things, like the secret says, all right? Tyrese said, I won't quit the job because I still want my pension money. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you what, brother, work because you choose to and not because you have to. Is a really big difference between those two things. If you do it, you now have a choice in the matter. You are now working because it is your choice to stay, but you don't need to stay. You feel me? Big difference now, right? Vacation, not vocation. I love that. I love that. Guys, it's been an awesome call. I had a fantastic time with you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this session as well. It wasn't a presentation, but we just got a chat. For those who never really got to see me, actually see me, you got a chance to do that, or actually kind of hear, my thought process and the kind of things that I think and how my mind works. I'm glad that we had a chance to do this together and just chat, laugh, have some fun, and just connect, y'all. Like that's what it's about for me. It's a community thing. We've got a great company, we've got a great opportunity. I'm going to do my utmost best to make sure that everything is in order and everything happens as it should happen. Like I said, might be some delays here and there might be some setbacks here and there. Hey, that's part of the birthing process. Things happen along the way. But the key thing is that we're going to keep going. I'm committed to this. I'm committed to you guys. I've got a pretty strong support system, I would say. I got some quality people around me. Many of you guys, I know, like Nat, shout out to Nat, guys. That's Miss Eden. We talk every single day, like literally every single day. I pretty much know that on mornings, not on mornings, at night, before I go in, I know I'm going to hear Nat because it's morning for him. All right. And, or afternoon. So I know, I'm going to see a message about something, always sending quality information or content or upliftment or advice, always something that is sharing. So guys, give it up for Nat, man. That's Miss Eden on the call. Big shout out. Every single day, always sharing some words of positivity to me, and always very good. How should I say? Uplifting, wholesome criticism in a very positive manner. So I like that because what it does, it makes me better. It makes me want to be better. It makes me want to improve and do things that helps everyone as a community. And so all you guys, I don't want to start picking up names because then someone is going to say, but you didn't call me, right? So I don't want to start doing that. Excuse me. I don't want to start doing that. But you guys know who you are. A lot of you, you guys that hit me up, shout me out, Ronaldo, Devon, Greenfield, Alona. Alona always hit me up, like, hey, coach, how's it going? Just want to wish you an awesome day just because, right? Shout out to Alona for that. She's like that. And just out of the blue, she's like, hey, coach, how you doing? Just checking in to say hi. Hope your day is great. Have an awesome one. Bye. She's gone. She just runs off, like Skeletor, and then comes back in. It's fun. It's fun, So I like that as well. I appreciate that, guys, because it really makes me feel like, you know what? Hey, yeah, you can make a difference. Like you can really make a difference in people's lives. And it's just be good to people. And I'll leave you guys with this, and then we're gonna bring the call to an end. This last word, just in all that you do, guys, just be good. Be good to people. Have integrity. Don't lie. Don't tell lies to get people to sign up. Don't over exaggerate anything. Don't over how should I say? don't beef things up in a way that people feel something is more than it is. Don't do that. I think that what we have is fantastic as it is. I don't want to say compare to other things out there. I believe we're in our own lane. So I don't want to compare to nothing else. I got people hitting me up like, hey, coach, I got this business. I think you should join. This guy is doing this thing. He's a big guy. Oh, that's great. He's in his own lane. He's doing his own thing. That's fine. But guess what? MissionElevation is going to be a multi-million-dollar company as well. So guess what? Why am I going to leave this vision to go join his vision? No, we got our own vision. We got quality people. And guess what? The people are in MissionElevation right now. A couple of them going to be millionaires too. So no, I'm good. I'm all good. Everybody's got the right to do what they got to do, whatever they do. I ain't mad. Everybody's got to chart their own path and chart their own course. I'm just getting it right filling the void that I saw that needed to be filled based on what I knew I was good at and what I could do, and found a way to use that to bless other people as well. That's really all it is. I want to have fun like everyone. It's going to be a bit more work for me. I don't blame. But the fact that I can see people excited, the fact you guys are still here on this call right now, smiling and happy and excited, I feel like I've already won. Shoot. I feel like I've already won. I could be on this call and nobody showed up. All right. So instead of it would have been a me show, right? Only me show up, right? But you guys are here and you're supporting. So as far as I'm concerned, I've already won in my mind. So I'm just gonna try to keep doing this and make sure that all you guys can win as well. But just like I said, in leave you this, be good, be honest, be true, work hard. Anything that you want is possible. It can be achieved. I swear to God, anything that you want, you can get it. But you cannot have self-doubt. You cannot say that you want it and then doubt that you're going to get it, because in doing that, you literally kill your dream. We just say, I want to make $10,000 a month, but I can't get anyone to join. But I don't know if I can do this. But things are hard. But you just literally, you are killing your own dream. You need to stop doing that. If you want it, period. And believe without a shadow of doubt that you will get it. Things will be hard. I'm not saying, don't be human. Things will happen that will obviously affect your emotions, and you're going to feel like things are not working out. Like things are rough. Things are hard. Life is hard. Yes. But you've got to believe without a shadow of doubt that it will happen for you. Don't ever doubt it. Because the minute you start to doubt yourself, you start to kill your dream. And remember that thoughts become things. So if you keep looking at all of what is not happening, what is not working out, what could have happened, all you're doing is feeding your mind with doubt, with insecurity, and you're building a scarcity mindset. What I want you guys to do is to create and to have an abundance mindset. Abundance mindset. Focus only on what you want to achieve, what you want to attract. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus only on what you do want. And by default, by the law of attraction and by the law of association, you're going to achieve the ascension that you desire and everything else that comes with it. All right. That's it for me for tonight, guys. Thank you for attending the call. It's been a fantastic call. I had a lot of fun. I don't even need to ask. I can see you guys had fun as well. If you're a guest tonight and you're not even a member and you were tuned into this, I'm glad that you got a chance to tune into this and kind of experience the kind of vibe that we're going to have. First of all, most of us are Caribbean, so you already know the vibe is going to be lit, right? That's for sure. So we ain't even started to do nothing yet, y'all. We ain't even started to do nothing yet. So when we really get into the swing of things, I'm telling you, this company is going to be the most lit company out there. Just because it's Caribbean based alone, it's gonna have a whole different vibe to it. I'm telling you that, and I know you guys are blessed to be part of it. I'm blessed to be here with you guys doing it. Have a fantastic night. Like I said, tomorrow you're going to see some more stuff. Website. I'll send an email out so you will know when it is ready and when it is live. So when you see that email, you can go right ahead and you can have some fun. Thank you for the kudos to everyone as well. Let's like visualize you taking the yeah. I am excited. It's not just talk. I really am excited. Like really excited. But I'm still a little sick, so I can't really look at it. I might not look at it. Side of my eyes might look kind of shiny right now. All right, and but I promise you, I'm really excited. Even if I might look a little sickly right now, yeah, I'm over the moon right now. Plus, I'm a little tired. Don't forget, I had an hour sleep in the last 48 hours. So yeah, you know, you gotta bear with me. But yeah, guys, that's it. Oh, plus, don't forget, if if I'm looking a little shiny, that could be the stone's wine as well. Getting me a little shiny. So yeah, with that being said, guys, before it kicks in too much, have a fantastic night. Thank you for attending the call. Appreciate the support right through. Big ups to everyone that is in our corner. Guys, let's do this. Let's go there. Let's market this thing. We got our site. Tomorrow we're gonna have our back office. Let's plaster Mission Elevation all over social media. Get your ads out, get your flyers out, get your videos out. Oh, I forgot. What we also want to do is we want to have a couple members who are willing to send us a short video clip testimony. Just if you're what does it mean to you if you're excited? Something short, nothing long and drawn out. It could be like 30 seconds even. I think that's 30 seconds is a lot even. About 30 seconds, real short, real quick. If you're excited, you're happy to be part of Mission Elevation, we're going to be having a compilation of very short clips, video testimonies that we want to have on the official website. Imagine what that does for your credibility when your guests and your prospects or somebody from your same country or territory sees your face on the official website. They're gonna be like, well, whoa, okay. That also does a lot for your credibility as well, being up there. And it shows your level of seriousness to what you're doing, okay? All of these are things in marketing that you understand that add value to you as well. So if you're open to that, reach out to us, toss us the email, reach out to me directly, and we will love to do that, right? That being said, guys, have a fantastic night on purpose, and we will connect again some more tomorrow. We are now officially launched. Let's go have some fun. Let's make some money. Let's go there and change some lives, all right? Bye-bye. Have a good night, guys.